everybody, and welcome here in STB, where tonight it could be a title decider here in Kota, in USA. It's Tier 1, of course, on the Monday, always on the Monday, at 7 o'clock, around 7:30, if we're able to get the lobby started a tiny bit earlier than we usually do here with Tier 1 and its attendance. But, nonetheless, like I said, we're here in a wet qualifying session in Kota. It's going to spice things up as the championship battle could come to an end, as the battle between Boas and Semike for that top spot in the driver standings will be closed off if Boas inside of the race can finish P7 or above. But I heard, Maldi, going into the Grand Prix that it's actually going to be raining through in and throughout. Is that true?
Hello, Pistol. Welcome to Austin. And Twist has set the benchmark. But yes, Pistol, it is apparently raining for the race.
So even more spicy bit of drama sprinkled into what's been so far fantastic Tier 1 season. Many drama, many action, many times where I had to scream at the top of my lungs in commentary. And we'll see if another magical moment occurs tonight. QRT Twist, what a lap time. He's beaten out pretty much everybody by around a second. A fantastic lap time, and that is surely going to be unbeaten, unless Porty has to say anything about it. But he goes round. And big mistake from him. 5/10 up, though, SK is on his current time. Maybe that lap time from QRT Twist isn't as secure as it seems.
The track is getting dry out, Pistol, so that does mean that the track is obviously going to be quicker as well. SK is going to have some slipstream as well off the driver in front.
Or he might get blocked by the driver in front. We'll see what happens as they go onto the exit of, I believe that's turn 14, into this massive back straight. Lots of DRS used, can get some easy overtakes. Mustache, QRT Mustache, also the teammate of QRT Twist, getting P2, 144.750. Not too sure how SK didn't get his lap time invalidated by that very obscure turn. 1/10 up in Sector 2 on his previous lap time. This Sector 3 needs to be pinpoint perfect from the Alfa Romeo if he has any chance of getting pole position. But there's a Williams ahead of him, slowing him down. Who is that? I believe that might be Maffio. It is Maffio. Maffio slowing him down, and SK makes a mistake. We switch over to Maffio. 148.679 was his previous lap time. He's so far beating it, but he goes wide, going into the left-hander. Will come around the last turn. And it won't be a very good qualifying session for Maffio. Had a fantastic Monza Grand Prix, of course. But this qualifying session doesn't really reflect on that.
Yeah, Pistol, I think Maffio doesn't really like this track. Mixed in with the wet conditions isn't really what he needs, to be honest. But a very, very good qualifying from QRT Twist and QRT Moustache. Very good. P1 and 2. Then got Patrick Segech in P3. I think Pistol, it's just been the fact that Twist and Moustache could get those laps in. Really get those laps in, whereas the others, they were struggling. Ilton was up on his time as well, but he couldn't get a lap in due to just not having much grip. So, yeah, Pistol, it is a 1-2 for QRT drivers. Both for Red Bull tonight, they're replacing the two Red Bull drivers that are not here. That could really spice things in the championship for those guys. Because I believe, I'll go for the grid, but I believe the gap is quite close between Williams and Red Bull going into the final 3 races now of the season. But it is QRT Twist and QRT Moustache 1-2 on the grid, both French. Grande France. Third is Patrick Segech. 4th is Stefanko. 5th is Adam Hunnell. 6th is Joey. 7th is Shadrin. 8th is Primo. 9th is SK. 10th is Chazu Ilton. 11th is Ali Ferrari. 12th is Mythos Speed. 13th is Aaron. Hagman his name is. Then it's Boas, Canton Dobra, Matteo Lindberger, Maffio, Kevin Byland, Tybe, and Crooken. But I don't think Tybe's in the lobby just yet. He's had a few connection issues. But yes, Pistol, that is your grid for the United States Grand Prix. Of course, we've got 3 races remaining.
So, within those 3 races, of course, we've got that sprint race at the final race of the season, being Brazil. And like we expected, rain is pouring down onto what is normally a sunny state of Austin, Texas. But the track in of itself, what does COTA consist of? Why is it a difficult track? Well, it's a 5.513 kilometre circuit. It has got a massive turn 1, which you can easily get the apex wrong. It's got the S sections on the exit of that massive turn 1, which is very easy to invalidate your lap time or just easily spin during a race. You've also got a very technical circuit, and it's also quite an endurance type based track, considering there's so many turns and it is decently long. Here we go then, folks. We've got 15 seconds until we will get onto our formation lap, run you through the strategies. I'm pretty sure it's just going to be full wets to the end for everybody. Of course, they might have to pit once on the or in the midway stages.
Who knows? Sorry, Pistol. On next game, obviously we've got red flags. This could well be a red flag situation on the next game. Who knows?
Yeah, I mean, that'll be very interesting to see F1 23 with red flags, how that's going to go, especially for Tier 2, let's be honest. But here we go. Here is the tyres for everybody on track, and it's just full wets. Nobody going to be risking on those intermediate tyres, and why would you? There's literal pools on the track right here, puddles forming the track, and, well, it's, I think it might just be a tiny bit wet on track. I'm not too sure.
It's very, very wet. Wetter than...
For God's sake, I know you're going to say it. I know what you're going to
say. So, we can't say it
say.
because it's rude. But yes, Pistol, a very good qualifying from Twister Moustache, I said. Patrick Segech as well going to come through. I'll tell you something, Pistol, like this Tier 1 grid, he got some great drivers here. They just couldn't get the laps in the qualifying. Great fucking drivers. And I say great drivers, and 2 people have been disqualified. So, thanks for that. Pistol, though, Bowers at the moment is at a disadvantage. He needs to score 5 or more points for the Drivers' Championship tonight. He will clinch it here in America. He's going all over the place. He starts 14th. He needs to come, I think, 7th or above to clinch that World Championship. So it could well be very interesting stuff. Do you think, Pistol, he can clinch it here today?
I most certainly think so. Of course, the wet track is also going to play a massive factor with this, but, I mean, Bowers has shown that he's got the extreme pace.
Sorry, Pistol, to cut you off, sorry. The stream doesn't have any game volume.
Oh, yeah, I'll tell you why. Sometimes when I stream with game volume in the middle of the stream, it, is really, really static sometimes. Really, 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 really static, and it can mess up pretty much everything on stream. That's only when I stream though. So so it's much better preferred that if we didn't have any game volume.
It sounds a bit weird to be honest.
I mean, if you want, yeah, I could turn it on, but in the middle of the race,
turn it on just like slightly because it just sounds a little bit weird without the game volume.
Right. Let's get back to it then. So we had talks about C. Bowers and what he could do in the rain here, and there's a Safari round. That's actually Aaron Leminguez. Bowers, though, he's met with a task to try and beat out Semike in the championship standings. He's got to try and get P7 or above in this Grand Prix, and with the extremely harsh conditions of absolute puddles forming on the track here in Austin, Texas. Can he do it? But the attention will shift off of C. Bowers, as shortly we'll get to those 5 menacing red lights.
So the drivers are going to line up to their grid boxes. Interesting parking there from Kevin Byland. Starts in 18th. Maffio went from a podium. He starts 17th on the grid. But we are getting going for the United States Grand Prix in Austin, Texas.
5 red lights. Green light, go, go, go. In Austin, Texas. In STB, and that's an awful start there for Moustache. He's got drive-through penalty, but going into the first turn, round the outside, Patrick Segech is looking to go, but up the inside goes the Mercedes. I believe that is Stefan Sitcher. You can just see Patrick Segech rejoin the track. A little bit of a collision in the background between a McLaren and the Alpine. Oh my, oh my! Oh, Moustache is straight to the wall, and he's out of the United States Grand Prix very, very early on.
There's an Aston Martin that's been hit as well. Aston Martin's been hit. Moustache is out of the Grand Prix.
Instantly, there is a VSC surrounding the circuit, and we've only been a few turns in.
Fucking crazy stuff here, Pistol. I don't know what happened. I think, well, Moustache's race was fucked anyway because he, you know, had that jump start. But now we are back racing here in Austin, I believe, because they are going quite. No, they're not. It's still yellow flag.
Well, by the way, Bowers right now he's dropped down 3 positions off the start. He needs to gain 10 positions to try and win the championship. But here we go. We go green once more here in Austin, Texas, after a very brief VSC on a crash down into the, you could say, the S sections. We've got Crooken versus Matteo Limburger. Going side by side here. Crooken pulls ahead of Ferrari. He gets the move done and dusted, but just up ahead you can just see Stefan Stitch going down the inside of Twist, going into that right-hander, going down into this left one, smooth on the brakes, smooth on the throttle onto the exit. You've got to be extra smooth considering the harsh conditions here on track. The Mercedes pulling almost alongside. He's not anymore. He stays behind the Red Bull, and he almost spins. He almost loses it into that right-hander again. It's so tricky to be around a circuit like this in these conditions, and Stefan's just really proving that. Really harsh conditions here in COTA.
Yeah, Stefanko, good start from him. He's been able to obviously avoid the contact with Moustache, but it is Twist that leads the United States Grand Prix. It's a good start there from the Red Bull. And now you've got Stefanko, Segic, you've got Ilton, Shadri in a little bit of a gap there. So you've got the top 4, and then a bit of a gap towards everyone else. So, yeah, it's very interesting stuff. And Bowers, Pistol, we are going to keep an eye on Bowers this race. He's up the inside into 16th now. He's got the move done, but has he? Because he's got the Aston Martin running outside. There's been a spin. That is Kevin Byland. He's span again.
And it looks like Bowers couldn't get the manoeuvre completed. Had that rundown going into the first turn. He pulled alongside with him on the exit of that last turn, but he couldn't carry that momentum into the first turn and then onwards. Pirlo, I would appreciate if you could stay in the stream. Just if there's any bad stuff happening with the audio, which might happen due to me putting on game volume, please tell us and I'll get sorted. SK though, he's dropping down positions. He's dropping like a fly, and he's down now into P13. Crooken and Mafia picking up 3 positions on the Alfa Romeo, but Matteo Limburger and also Portillo.
Oh, there's been contact there on the
between
exit.
the 2 of them on the exit, and that could have been very fatal to Matteo Limburger's race. Almost went straight into the wall, and he's very lucky that he didn't.
Yeah, he's going to try to go up the inside, but it's very difficult. He's going to go on the inside of the Aston Martin. Then you've got Bowers trying to get involved as well. This is crucial for Bowers and his championship challenge. Most likely, Pistol, he would still win it in Mexico. If he doesn't win it tonight, he'll still win it in Mexico, but it's just about trying to get these points and try and really clinch it. And yeah, but I mean, yeah.
You can also see Bowers experimenting with wider lines, trying to get better exits in these conditions. I mean, you can practically barely see anything like that.
And Canton Dobra, yeah, he's spam. I don't think we're going to be seeing much from him today, Pistol. I think we're just going to have to wait for Mexico, to be honest.
Well, let's see what happens here. Crooken on the exit of that last turn. Going to get a potential rundown on Matteo into the first turn. But the Williams is just pulling ahead of Crooken. But he was thinking about it going down the inside. But it looks like Matteo makes a very big mistake. And it just gifts Crooken the position on him anyways. I can see Bowers and also Porti having a battle here on the exit of that first turn. Bowers looking for the good old up and under on the Aston Martin, but he's not going to get it. Do you feel like Maldi in a Grand Prix like this, Bowers should focus on surviving rather than get it? Rather than.
Well, he'll want to get the championship, so I think he just needs to just try to get as many positions as possible. But Limburg looks to be struggling as well down at the back there.
Yeah, I saw that just in the rear view of SK. Just Limburger having a really poor exit on that turn there. I believe that might be turn 8. I'm not too sure. Here we go, though. I also would like to just say in advance, though, Patrick Segetch getting very close here to the Mercedes of Stefan. 1.771. Oh, Twist! He's gone round! Twists onto the grass! And Stefan picks up P1. We have a battle once more for the top spot in this Grand Prix. And it's between an Aston Martin and a Mercedes.
I think has the Red Bull got some front wing damage as well? Or is that just me?
Let me take a look here. He's going to pull along side by side with McLaren, with the McLaren. He's not got wing damage. Still just about keeping it tight around the outside. You can just see up top, though, Patrick Segech getting very, very close here to Stefan. Can he get a rundown? Going into that first turn, the Mercedes taking the tighter line out to that final turn. Massive rundown into that first turn, of course. Segech, is he going to use any of his ERS, into that first turn? He will. Is he still going to send it? Even though
he's going to dive it up the inside, Pistol.
Down the inside. The Aston Martin goes on the Mercedes. Barely leaves any room onto the exit. He's about half a car in front. They're now side by side once more going into the S sections. Here in the harsh weather. And Patrick Segech pulls out of it.
Yeah, great racing there from the two guys, the Mercedes and the Aston Martin. Very good racing. But Twist now, Pistol, has got a mission. He's now got to try and catch the guys ahead of him, and these guys are very quick. Of course, Twist, you know, it's easier, Pistol, to gain a gap when you're in the lead, and I think that might be Primo. He's out of contention there. He's down a P19.
Well, Ilton going to go down the inside here of Patrick Segech. Can Segech look for a switch back on the turn? Oh! Safety car out on track. No, it's a VSC. You can see Segech looking for that switchback, but it could have been probably the worst thing to do in that situation. He was looking for that switchback, and because of it, he actually didn't get the position before the VSC has started. 2 VSCs in 4 laps, Marty. This is carnage.
I mean, F1 23 next game.
It's a full course safety car. Safety car is out on track. You can just see right there.
If this was next game, I think this would be a red flag.
Absolutely. I mean, there's no way a condition like this should ever be plausible to drive with. But we're going to look back on Boas now. He's climbed up some more positions. He's now up into P13 of the Grand Prix. And now he looks on to the drivers ahead of him, who he is much quicker, and he has proved it in multiple races. But it's just these wet conditions. Can he do it both in the dry and wet? It's been a question revolving him. And we'll see if he can try and prove his worth once more on SK, of course. Of course, no pitting this early on, considering it's wet tyres. So we should get this safety car going after just 1 lap. Marty, what have you made of this Grand Prix so far?
It's been quite interesting. I mean, there was a few collisions. I don't know what happened to Moustache at the start there. Primo, the guy in 19th here, was going to be able to get onto those, onto a new set of boots, new front wing. I think Maffio has done a decent job so far. It's just been really difficult for him. He goes to the pit lane. I think it's been a good few battles here, Pistol. But of course, it's the wettest conditions of the whole season. You know, it's wetter than you know. So yeah, it's difficult in the wet conditions, Pistol, to get positions. As I was saying as well about Twist, it's easier to gain a gap when you're in the lead than to over. So, it's much you can build a gap than he, you know, found leading the race. That's my opinion. But Stefanko, he's actually Italian, so luckily he's not affected by the Emilia-Romagna floods. But our condolences go out to those affected, Pistol, on his safety car. But Stefanko, yeah, great stuff for him. He's leading the Grand Prix. He's yeah, great stuff. Ilton, I think, Pistol. Ilton's got the move done on Segech, so I don't know what happened there. But Segech now P3. Solid few races here from Patrick, all the way from Czechia. So great stuff from him. Definitely want to look out for the next, well, for the USA, Mexico, and Brazil. So.
Well, I would just like to say to the viewers what stream. Sometimes you might see my controller lag out and just it'll be like no controllers are connected. Just does that at random. Battery's full charged. Everything should be fine on it. It just likes to do it sometimes. Just likes to get turned off. Nevertheless, we got Maffio. He's just trying to catch up to the safety car. I think it will go on for 1 more lap. Then we'll finally get racing once more. He's onto a new set of wet tyres. Do you think his race is over already?
I appreciate him continuing on, but I just really don't think he's got the confidence in these conditions. Speed's in the pit.
Cantondobra with a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. I don't know how you get time penalty under the safety car unless you get a drive through, but he's managed to do it. Cantondobra, of course, as well, and Maffio also pitting again. So right now it's just been awful for Maffio. I mean, of course, Williams right now, P2 in the standings. They are only 13 points behind the Red Bulls. Going into next week, though, if they continue how they're doing right now, that gap will certainly look like a mountain to climb in the upcoming races.
Yes. Next week, Pistol, we do go to the Autodromo Hermanos Rodriguez, a track that I love. I fucking love. Me encanta. Me encanta Mexico. I fucking love Mexico. Like it's going to be a very special week for me next week. Like just the end of the season, Pistol, America, Mexico, and Brazil, 3 incredible tracks, great for racing. I liked by most of the drivers, I loved by me, so I just can't wait for it. And the race, Pistol, that we are all waiting for at the end of the season is Sao Paulo, Brazil, my second home, so I can't fucking wait for that. It's going to be absolutely incredible.
Can't wait for you to lose the championship. I mean, what? Anyways.
Yeah, the three tracks we've got are going to be absolutely incredible. America, Mexico, and Brazil. And this race, Pistol, is definitely proving to be a challenge for those involved.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, we saw Boas. I mean, he just doesn't really look like the same with these wet conditions. Quite frankly, I mean, he's calmed himself back up to P12 after that awful restart, off that awful start of the Grand Prix. He has to climb up a few more positions though until he meets Ali Ferrari, P7 or above. He has to finish either P7 or above, and he wins the championship here tonight. Can he do it in the upcoming, I would like to say, 22 laps? Here we go, though. Stefan's going to lead us the way. And the Mercedes, I mean...
Watch out for Ilton, though, Pistol. Watch out for Ilton. He's going to be right on his job.
Yeah, he's going to get a lot of pace going down to that first turn if his exit off that last turn isn't as good of a restart as he would hope it to be. Sorry if I sound really weird.
And we go in USA.
And there we go. There's the restart of the safety car here. Stefan, is he going to go full throttle? He's gone. Using that ERS, going down into that first turn, but look, just behind, you can see Joey is going to get a decent rundown on Shadran into that first turn. Could he look for an overtake? Round the outside, he's looking to go of the Alfa Romeo, looking for that switchback manoeuvre in these very harsh, bitter conditions. He's looking to pull alongside, around the outside of the Alfa Romeo, going into the S sections. He pulls out of it, as just behind that, we got an overtake from Ali Ferrari on QRT Twist. That could be quite crucial actually for the Constructors' Championship. But going back over to Joey, he's still looking to get on the back of Shadrin. And going into this right-handed, now this is where I usually spin on my time trial laps because I'm a time trial merchant. It looks like Cantondobra is getting an overtake on Kevin Byland, and Maffio an overtake on QRT Tide. Going into this left-hander now onto the exit. It's a very crucial exit here on this left-hander. Can Aaron Ramirez get it right going into the...
What?
Yeah.
Oh, wow, he's nicked my name. How crazy. Right, we're supporting Aaron tonight. Let's go. Come on, everyone. Right, here we go.
That's a massive dive bomb from Ilse to Stefan. And he pulls alongside with the Mercedes. And he's looking to go round the outside into this right-hander, but there's no room.
Oh, and Twist is on me. He's trying to rally Ferrari through the... technical section as well.
Down the inside, Ilton goes on Stefan here for the lead in USA, but Patrick Segic could. It's 3 wide going into this right-hander now. It was massive contact between Ilton and Stefan. It's invited Patrick Segic to get in between this little battle between the two of them. Stefan versus Ilton, but Patrick Segic just not only just being a bystander, but actually get involved in the action. On the exit of this final turn, down the inside, Stefan could look to go here of the Mercedes, and he does. Pulls alongside on the exit. Does he get the better exit? You would assume he wouldn't with the inside line. Getting that ERS though, going into the first turn, he's going to use a lot of it. Here on the wing camera, down the inside, Patrick Segic goes. Stefan pulls alongside with him, looking to do the same on the exit, but he doesn't. And it looks like Stefan's able to retain his P2 for the moment.
Great racing there now. Ali Ferrari's under pressure from Adam Hunlow. You got Crookham behind them as well. Great racing so far, and Twist is behind me here in P7.
Well, it looks like Patrick Segech has lost a position here to Sandrin, but they're still side by side. Oh, contact between the two of them. And then the Alpine of Joey now going to get in the action.
Yeah.
And there's more contact between Segech and another driver. And, well, you can...
3 wide down the straight. You got the Ferrari. That's Aaron. Come on.
Aaron looking for the overtake here down the inside. The Aston Martin not looking for it. The Ferrari is looking for the inside line on Joey here. Lots a bit of contact with a side pod. Oh, there's massive contact even more. Joey's now in a wall. He's lost his front wing. And that is a full course safety car once more. Kevin Byron with a 5-second time penalty for a severe collision with Maffio. And Boas has climbed up a single position through all that commotion. He's now into P11.
Pistol, from what I saw from that, Aaron tried to get up the inside of Joey, and he just, yeah, that was just contact.
I feel like it's just a bit of Aaron just going too deep there. Because sometimes what you'll get, shut up. You'll usually get like, I was just doing a 5 lappers with my mate earlier on, and we were explaining, you know, if you go deep into a turn, and sometimes it'll leave contact on the exit of it, whose fault is it? It's most like the person who sent it down the inside. Because if you're going for the inside line, and if the person ahead of you has given you plenty of space, then it should indicate to you, well, it shouldn't indicate, but if you are to brake too late, if you are to just touch on the exit of that driver whilst they've given you plenty of room.
Oh, wow, sorry. Byland has just got past Maffio in the pit lane.
Oh, hold on. Currently, right now, Boas is champion of Tier 1. Due to all these pits, he's currently the championship winner. He's in P7. And, of course, newer wet tyres, but, I mean, it's not quite the same if you have new softs, new mediums, new hards. We'll see what happens, though. I mean, Boas, he's going to be on the back of Crookham. He's definitely quicker than Crookham. And every single time there's been a restart, the safety car, he's always managed to pick up a little position, bit by bit.
Twist boxed as well. Was Twist affected by damage?
I'm not too sure. Yeah, no, he was. He was the one that went into the side of the barriers, which gave Stefan the lead.
Oh, yes.
So, here we go then. Boas, currently champion of the world. Semi K watching this on, biting his fingernails and hoping...
He's going to have to pit again, though, Pistol.
Yeah, granted. It's just a... Oh, hold on. Penalties here. Campbell Dobler, 3 seconds. Matteo Limburger, 3 seconds. And Maffio, 3 seconds. Oh, God, what have I just done? Sorry about that. But here we go then, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. We're going to get the restart, the safety car going on to very shortly. Put your predictions inside of the Twitch chat. Will Boas clinch the championship tonight here with 2 races left to go? Or will it go down to either Mexico or Sao Paulo in Brazil?
Sao Paulo, not Sao Paulo. Sao Paulo.
Shut up. I can't be
honest. I want all the pronunciation.
Sao Paulo. Is he gonna win it here
in 2 weeks' time? I want all the pronunciation correct in Aaron span.
Way.
In classic Aaron fashion.
Yeah, lol. You're gonna lose your championship, but Sao Paulo. You're gonna use that Sao Paulo. Well, the restart of the safety car will happen quite shortly, ladies and gentlemen. We have around, I don't know how many seconds that is, probably like 25, something like that, until we'll get racing once more. One more lap of the safety car, unless people decide to peel into the pit lane. We'll see Boas peel into the pit lane? No, he's going to stay out. We'll see what this does for him later on in the Grand Prix. I mean, granted, he does have to pit again. So, Melody, do you think him not pitting right now is the right decision?
We'll be able to get track position. But I'm not sure. Well,
we'll see what happens with Boas. He's going to be on 9-lap-old tyres. People peeling into the pit lane. Matthew's up into P14 after his horrible start of the Grand Prix so far. Warm up those tyres if you can get them barely warm enough. I mean, right now you can barely see anything on track. If this was F123, 1,000%, it would be a red flag. So, I mean, if it was dry tonight, I think right now, if it's dry in the qualifying session, if it's dry in the Grand Prix right now, Boas is winning this Grand Prix right now. And Well, we'll see if he can still clinch it here in USA. So will he clinch it in USA, Mexico, or Sao Paulo? We'll see.
Saying it completely wrong, but
No, I'm just making the mockery out of it because you keep on going. It's actually Sao Paulo. It's actually Sao Paulo. It's not Sao Paulo. It's Sao Paulo.
okay, thank you, Pistol. That's what
Please.
you sound like, but okay.
Right.
Right.
Wow. Okay, that was unneeded. That was very unneeded, just like the spins that Matthew has been occurring in this Grand Prix. Very unneeded, that is. And warming up his tyres. Well, that's actually doing more damage to his tyres than warming them up. Which is hence why he's pitted so much in this Grand Prix. So do you see Matthew potentially getting points?
You know what? If Matthew gets points, he'll be happy. I'm not going to lie to you. He'd actually be quite happy with that.
Well, Boas, he's on Xbox, so if he was to win the championship tonight, we will most indefinitely invite him to the party for an interview afterwards. But he's got a few more laps left to go. 18 laps left of such a long and elongated USA track. And we'll see what happens at the end of it. Ilton will get us underway with the restart of the safety car. We're going to focus on that top three going into that first turn. We saw that beautiful battle of that top three consisting of, I believe, Stefan, Patrick Segech and also Ilton. That was a fantastic battle, and we'll see if we'll get anything to replicate that off the restart here. Here we go. Double left-handers. And then we'll get going. Ilton, when's he going to go? Is he going to go right now like we saw Stefan do, I believe? Or is he just going to wait until that last turn? He's going to wait until that last turn. Then get going. Warm up your tyres as much as you can. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Lap 10 out of 28. The restart of the safety car is right now. Here we go. Stefan, he's got 7/10 behind Ilton. That's a fantastic restart from Ilton going down into that first turn. Boas looking to get on the back here of Crooked. Is he gonna be a little bit more patient? Is he gonna waste time? No, he's gonna stay behind and make sure that he doesn't have any contact with Crooked going down into that first turn. Currently, right now, he is the championship winner. He is champion of the world as we currently speak, beneath our breaths. But he's got to try and secure that by getting Cantor Dobra right behind him. Of course, granted, he's got that time penalty of, I believe, 3 seconds. Ali Ferrari gets the overtake on side. He hasn't had the greatest of Grand Prix so far, but I mean, if you're getting points right now, you're extremely happy. But that battle at the top looks quite bland, which is to the liking of Ilton, as Twist gets an overtake on his fellow QRT driver. It seems like he's just ghosting. That's why.
Yeah, Tybe hasn't been in the lobby, so.
Yeah, fair enough. So here we go. You can just see Cantor Dobra here. If he can get a rundown on Boas, whilst, yes, he'll have that time penalty, still he can cause a bit of contact. He might cause a little bit of damage to his car. And if he does, that would mean huge championship drama. Kevin Byland, Joey versus Aaron Ramirez. And into that left-hander, they're going to be side by side between Aaron and Joey. Looks like Joey's able to get the overtake. Looks like Canton Dobra here, side by side with Twists into the right-hander they go. Is Twist going to look for that inside lane? Patrick Segech looking for the overtake on Shadrin. And he's pushed Shadrin off wide because he dived down the inside into that left-hander. And you do that quite a lot if you tend to do that in such harsh conditions as there is right now. Here's Crooked going to look to get on the back of Shadrin after Patrick Segech pushed him off track. Left-hander, and it looks like the restart safety car has been perfect for Ilton, and it's just been close up behind. Well, I think Boas could be looking at the back of him here, looking at Ali Ferrari. He's on 3 lap tyres compared to his 11, and right now I think he's quivering in his boots a little bit. I mean, that undercut could be very, very fatal for Boas' chance at getting the championship tonight here in USA. And look at the grip that Ali Ferrari has compared to Boas. Going to look for that inside lane. Does he get the overtake? He does! And when he was the championship winner, he's now...
Pistol, Twist is going to be on the back of him as well.
Exactly, and now he's going to be around the outside. They're side by side going into the left-hander. This is a warning sign to anybody on those 11 laps, wet tyres. Get onto some new set now. Boas looking for that outside lane potentially. He stays behind looking for a switchback manoeuvre on the Red Bull, on the exit. Does he get it? No, he doesn't. Has to stay behind to QRT Twist. He's going to have that ERS though going down into the next turn of the USA track. The more and more he battles with Twist, the more and more unlikely it is he'll get P7. And oh, look at that dive bomb there from twist. Looking for another switchback now, Bowers is. Looking for that outside lane. Going into the right-hander. Maybe the inside. No, he's just being a little bit too eager to try and get back past QRT and get back his P8. Get a quick move on, but I feel like right now he should be bitting. As down the inside, the McLaren of Canton Dobra goes. Of Bowers, he's also got fresher tyres. Then Bowers.
Yeah, Bowers' pistol is just losing places left, right, centre here in America. It's definitely the right thing to do to box under that safety car, I think, because the tyre ender from McLaren's off the track and he's lost his wing. Oh, Adam Hunlow.
I mean, I saw that, and that's a safety car. It has Bowers pitted, because if he has, that's perfect. He has! Bowers! That is an extremely lucky safety car for him. Just like we saw in Monza, we had that VSC, and he was able to clinch the victory. This is, yet again, a very, very, very fortunate time for Bowers. Gets a pit stop right when the safety car comes out for a Adam Hunlow spin. Hits the wall, loses his front wing. And Bowers now, he's into P15, but of course, going to have much more fresh tyres than, of course, Tide, who hasn't even been on the lobby.
This is long.
Pistol,
we're not even halfway through the Grand Prix yet.
Yeah, I mean, it's just been crazy, absolutely crazy. Every single lap has been like a marathon for these drivers. But
no, we're actually, Pistol, I'm just going to deep it for you. We're not even halfway into this race.
And there's been a 36-minute long stream, and we have not been halfway through the race. That is genuinely quite something. But
how long has the race been going on for?
36 minutes.
Huh?
Yeah, 36 minutes.
Go away. 36 mins.
Yeah. 13 laps has been 36 minutes. With around, I don't know, 4 safety cars.
How do you find that out?
It's on my little bar when I stream. Plus, it tells me if I click on here on the actual streaming of itself, it's now going to be 37 minutes in 2, 1, done. 37 minutes now. So
crazy, right? Well,
here we go then, ladies and gentlemen. We thought the safety car will be coming very shortly. Looks like Ilton, Stefan, Shadrin, Patrick Sagetch, Crooken, all on the 12-lap bowl tyres, as well as Tide, but he's not even in the lobby, so we won't count him. Looks like Adam Hunlow and Bowers having the more fresher wet tyres. Is Ilton going to peel into the pit lane? He is. Does Stefan do the same? No, he doesn't. Shadowin peels into the pit lane. Patrick Sagetch peels into the pit lane. And Crooken. I4A doesn't. Twist doesn't. Canton Dobra does. Kevin Byron doesn't. Where does this put Bowers at the end of it? He's already got around 2 positions or so. He's not going to be anywhere near those people, and he's not going to get any positions off of this many drivers pitting. Yeah, he might get 1, but it's very
unlikely. So all the drivers Pistol that pitted. Crooken is on intermediates.
Yeah, what's going on there, Buckaroo?
It
looks like Bowers picks up 2 positions. Well, he's going to be side by side with Canton Dobra on the exit.
Crooken, I don't think you've done the right thing there.
We'll see what the intermediates can do here. I mean, it's still absolutely, excuse my language, pissing it down.
It's pissing it down. Absolutely pissing it down.
So I don't know why you would go on the intermediate tyres, unless the track was somehow drying up. Yeah, I think his race has pretty much been effed. Matthew Limburg and Toyd side. I'm joking. Yeah, I'm interested to see where Bowes comes out at the end of this, of course. He's not going to have the freshest of tyres, but it's gonna be interesting to see what he can do up against Patrick Sagetch, Shadrin, Ilton. Of course, you've got the other wave of drivers peeling into the pit lane shortly, which is obviously Stefan. He hasn't pitted yet. I mean, unless he gets a chance to this lap, which I don't think he even will. You could back Bowes to pick up a few positions of people pitting, but he's got to really rely on just gaining positions rather than getting them under just pit lane. So do you think Bowes will clinch the title here tonight?
Well, we're going to find out, Pistol. We can't speak too soon. Because as you've seen, anything can happen. You know, Bowes was in 17th, then was up to like 4th or whatever it was. Then he's now down to P12. Like, this race is just up and down, up and down, up and down. So we're going to have to see. But I'm intrigued to see at how Crooken does. Is he going to have the grip? I don't think he will, but will he have some sort of grip on those intermediates? That's what I want to know.
Well, Stefan's still not peeling into the pit lane. Neither Ty, but yeah, again, it's his AI, so he's pretty awful anyways, isn't he? So we'll see. This lap, I believe it is, and then we'll go green once more. I believe the wet tyres can probably go to the end now, unless of course you do spin and those tyres overheat. If you don't do that, I believe you can carry on until the end. If you're Ali Ferrari, if you're SK Kevin Byland, you're gonna get much worse grip near the end, which means people like Burrows, people like Segech, people like Sadrin will potentially get some free positions off you. It's all about sort of strategy here in the big puddles of rain here in I was going to say Imola, but of course there is some in Imola, unfortunately. Our condolences goes to those who are suffering from that, and also a massive amount of puddles here tonight. Boa's up into P12. Not too sure how that's happened, but sure. Right, here we go. This lap, and the safety car will be in. We've got speed just to catch up with the safety car.
Maffio has span under the safety car.
Well, that's not route stalling, is it?
I can't believe it.
That's just really not route stalling, is it?
Maffio has span under the fucking safety car. I can't believe it. I can't fucking believe it.
I mean, if he was named Pirillo, Maffio would say in commentary, there's Pirillo pirouetting. That's what he'd say. Like 9 times.
I really don't want Miss. I don't want Miss to be tier 3 where Robin's that was. I am fucked.
It looks like Joey's also fucked because he went right into the backside of Ilton. Well, you can say that Ilton was technically fucked. But anyways, restart of the safety car is a now. So here we go, Stefan up top, of course not pitting. He's got Ali Ferrari behind him with, I think, a half lap fresher tyres. So we'll see what the restart of the safety car will do. Here we go. Stefan versus Ali Ferrari. Restart the safety car. C. Bowers versus just drivers up in front trying to get P7 or more. He wins the championship tonight. But can he? Miles per hour mark for Stefan around 90. Don't spin. He is really content with trying to warm up his tyres, isn't he? Do anything he can to get heat into those tyres. And he's gone. Here under the safety car conditions. Full throttle now. And here we go. What a restart that is, by the way. Twist now going to pull alongside with Ali Ferrari. Going into that first turn. Red Bull versus AlphaTauri. What's the turnout going to be? Down the inside. Twist goes with Ali Ferrari. He does lock up a tiny bit, but he's able to get the overtake nevertheless. His teammate, though, Ali Ferrari, Kevin Byland, just in the background, looking to get an overtake on his teammate. He's not going to get one, though, on the exit of the first turn. Going down into the S sections now. You can just see Ilton looking behind Patrick Segech with a 3-second time penalty. That's pretty big for C. Bowers. He'll get another free position if he does keep within, of course, those 3 seconds. Ilton going to potentially get an overtake here on Joey. Into the left-hander. Bowers free overtake, of course, on Tide, basically. And Ilton going down into the little hairpin section. Is he close enough for a dive bomb? He is! He absolutely sends it. Looks like the Alpine gives him the room. No contact, surprisingly, between the both of them. Ilton could not get the better grip on the exit, of course, and therefore does not get the overtake. But he's still going to use that ERS, but he's not going to get any overtake so far. And it's, oh, look at Joey, though. What speed he's got on Matteo Limburger. Into the left-hander they go. The Ferrari versus the Alpine. And it looks like the Ferrari's all out of shape. And he's side by side now with Ilton. And oh, they've made contact. They've almost both come around. And Matteo Limburg has been spun by Shadrin. C. Bowers is up into P9 of the Grand Prix, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. But down the inside, Canton Dobra goes of C. Bowers. What massive collisions we've just seen there. And looks like Bowers is going to go side by side here with Canton Dobra when he doesn't really need to. I mean, time penalties for the both of them. Let's take a look at what those are. 3 seconds for both Patrick Segech and Canton Dobra.
Yeah, I don't know what happened there, Pistol. I don't know what happened there.
To be honest, it was just collision after collision, spins after spins, and, well, it's about time people are starting to think about peeling into the pit lane. Maybe Stefan's thinking about taking this all the way to the end on these tyres. Right now, Bowers looking all out of shape going into that first turn. looking up. Matteo Limburger, DNS inside the pit lane, so no need to worry about another safety car on track. Mafia, what have you... Oh, sorry, for God's sake. Maldi, what have you made of the restart of the safety car?
Very, very chaotic. And see Boas now, sorry, Pistol, is under pressure from Aaron, the guy that's nicking my name. So thanks for that, Aaron. Really appreciate it.
Well, here's Twist just up top, by the way. Could look for that inside lane going into the hairpin, and he does. Sends it down the inside on the Mercedes. Red Bull versus Mercedes.
Watch out for Ali Ferrario.
Like
Pistol is going to be in the slipstream now of the Mercedes.
Ali Ferrari is going to get that slipstream, obviously, going into that left-hander. Stefan and also Twist going side by side, though, through this section now. Twist versus Stefan for the lead here in USA. Looks like Stefan looking for a switchback manoeuvre. Is he going to get it? Does he have the grip under the wet tyres? No, he doesn't. And it looks like QRT Twist able to get the overtake. But, of course, for that time, penalty. Oh, Stefan's all out of shape. Was all out of shape on the exit. That's a big, big, big red flag telling him to pit. What a dive bomb that is. And he almost got spun because of it. I mean, he's just taking risks after risks, really just begging like bloody Oliver from Shakespeare, just begging to get back into P1. Oh, here's Hilton versus Jeremy, though. Left-hander, don't make any contact between the two of them. Switchback manoeuvre from Hilton. That's a surprising way to get the overtake on Joey there. They're still going to be side-by-side going onto the exit, and Joey loses the position to Hilton. He's all out of shape on the exit. This is where, when he didn't pit a few minutes ago, this is where you're thinking about pitting right now. I mean, some of these sides are going to get out of shape until the end. Bo is currently P10. We'll gain a measly 1 point on Semi-K, of course, in the championship standings. Aaron with the overtake on Adam Hunlaw, looking for a switchback.
So I'm not racing.
Shut up. Jesus Christ. this is why I have to commentate with.
Oh, darn! Hilton's on the inside of SK. Oh, God, that could have ended in tears, that.
Well, it looks like there's been multiple tears left on track due to the harsh rain. Stefan's got to pitch soon, surely. It'll give a free position to see Boas. I'm not too sure what will happen at the end of this. I don't think he'll get the championship just tonight. He might with the upcoming 10 laps, but switchback manoeuvre once more from Milton here in USA. That's a fantastic switchback once more from the Haskar. He's done absolutely fantastic in terms of switchbacks, but look at this. SK will come straight back at him here. And oh, a little bit of contact, I believe that was between the two of them. Safety car's out once more.
You're fucking lying. Again.
We're barely even past the halfway mark in this Grand Prix. I mean, this is going to turn like... I had a commentary stint once, Maldi, where I had to endure 9 safety cars in one single race. It was quite the task for me to actually stay alive, let's be honest. But you can see Boas, and I don't know if Boas is going to get the championship. This is literally perfect for Stefan, by the way. He's going to get a free pit stop, get on some new tyres, and bada bing, bada boom, you're good to go. Does he stay out? What, he's staying out? What is Bro doing? Joey into the pit lane. He almost actually cut the corner coming into the pit lane. Does Seabo's get an overtake here? I don't think he does. I think he might. He will. He definitely will. So, there you go, Boas. He's getting 1 free position.
Joey Pistol is on a set of intermediates.
Ooh. People think about intermediates. We saw it with Crooken. He's back onto the wets, actually. He thought, no, can't handle this. I'm going to spin. I'm going to crash out. No way.
Mafia also on a set of intermediates.
Oh, when Mafia pits for intermediates, that's when you know it's time for intermediates, ladies and gentlemen. But it's still it has stopped raining, to be fair. It has... Well, no, it hasn't. It actually hasn't, has it? It's still raining. Yes, minimally, but... Still, it's still got to be wet, surely. You still got to back the wet tyres. I mean, I don't know though. It's most likely
in Spa Pistol. You know, I thought it was intermediates, and it really wasn't. And that was on the greasy track that we had round Spa. So that was
You're still salty from that, aren't you?
I am really pissed off, to be honest with you, yeah, because I could have gained quite a good few.
Hold on. Right now, Bowers is winning the championship. He is the championship winner as we currently speak. Currently in P7.
No, he's not, Pistol.
Yes, he is. Time penalties, you idiot.
Oh.
God's sake. In P7, of course, due to those time penalties. He's got 1 lap older tyres to the people ahead of him. It's not going to be a kind of tyres, which ones are going to be the best. And I think if Matthew was in the comment box right now, and I asked him, would you go for intermediates here? He would literally say this, pinpoint perfect. This is what he'll say. If you're at the front, it's not worth the risk, but if you're at the back, you might as well. That's literally what he'd say. He would literally say that, and he's at the back of the grid, so he's gone for it. You're in the middle of the grid, you probably don't want to do it, and when you're in Boa's position, of course, then I don't think you want to either. Thought Patrick Saget was going to peel into the pit lane, but no, he's just faking out Canton Dobber, actually. What's going to happen on the restart of the safety car, Melody? What do you think?
Chaos, maybe?
Probably is, isn't it? Probably is. Stefan, what's he doing up top though? He's just pulled alongside with QRT Twist and...
How long's the stream been, Pistol?
51 minutes.
Fucking.
Yep, 50.
This race has probably been about 40-45 because obviously we started in qualifying and did the format. Yeah, this race has probably been a good 40-45 minutes. That is mental.
Yeah, that is kind of crazy to be fair. Lap 20 and we've got a 40-minute Grand Prix. God. 8 laps though, ladies and gentlemen, to decide potential fate in the championship. Does Bowes win it? Does he not? Of course, granted, going into Mexico next week, it will still be not an easy challenge by any stretch of the imagination due to Semi K. He's a very, very good driver. But you've got to back Bowes to win it in Mexico. And then he'll most likely be a cruise to the finish line here, there. And also, by the way, perfect time to plug in our socials. You can follow us on TikTok, even though we barely post on them. I don't know why we don't. YouTube, and also here, of course. So... we'll see what happens on the restart of the safety car. We've had multiple safety cars, and we've got another one here. We had one on lap 10, we had one on lap 14, we had one on lap 4, we had one on lap 8. That's 4 safety cars. If we get one more, that's going to be a 5th. Oh, God. Let's hope it doesn't happen.
So, yes, Pistol, safety cars in this lap. Bowers needs to finish 7th or higher to clinch the championship here in America. If he finishes 8th or lower, the championship will go to Mexico, and he will most likely only have to for like a point there or whatever it is. But we'll see. We'll calculate it all up. But if Bowes wants to win the championship here tonight, Pistol, he needs to finish 7th or higher here in Austin, Texas. So it's going to be an interesting end to this race. Pistol, who do you think is going to win this race before we start? I think Twist is going to be the winner.
Well, you got that time penalty to take into effect as well for Twist, so I think you would probably... I think Stefan will probably spin though, so I think you're right. I think Twist will probably get the victory. I think Stefan, 19-lap-old wet, has not pitted... well, he has pitted, but that was because he spun on the first lap. He's since then just cruising this to the finish line. But we've gone green once more here in Austin, Texas. Looks like some people are going green in terms of what tyres they're going on as well. Going down into that first turn, Ilton sent it down the inside of the Alfa Romeo, sent it down the inside on Kevin Byland, and look at that, that's Patrick Saget picking up 2 positions in 1, and he's now going to be side by side with the AlphaTauri, and now he could be side by side with, oh no, it's going to be AlphaTauri once more, right-hander, left-hander, right-hander once more. Patrick Saget, take a bow.
Crazy scenes. I don't think, Pistol, that it is the intermediates. Yeah, Joey's going all over the place. Matthew's struggling as well. It's definitely not intermediate.
Well, people like
definitely fucked it.
People like SK are really, really struggling now on these tyres. Bowes doesn't seem like he's too upset with these tyres so far. And look at this. This is going to be a great battle between... look at this. Just a sandwich. You got McLaren, Williams McLaren, orange, blue, orange. And Bowes gets the ERS, gets the overtake on Canton Dobra and looks up to SKL, but down the inside, Canton Dobra goes. That's a massive lunge. And look at that.
Bowers on the sausage curbs. Crooken's running outside.
Hole gets 2 positions in one there. Could have been a spinach going into that right-hander. Side by side goes the Williams. And there we go. Ooh, almost down the inside. Bowers thought of it there. Down the inside, the McLaren thinks to go on. Bowers, that's Canton Dobra, of course. Bowers able to dodge all the contact and was able to keep his car intact. But you can just see Adam Hunlow's doing very well on these tyres. SK's got time penalty. Right now, Bowers is in P8. He needs to overtake Adam Hunlow and he will be champion of the world. But here we go. On the exit of that last turn, this is literally all focused on Bowers, and can he not only keep P9 but also expand on that for P7? But here comes Adam Hunlow, down the inside he goes on SK into that first turn. Is there going to be any contact between the two of them? Barely! But look at that! Sagetch with a massive moment, 3 wide going into the rounder, and the Alfa Romeo has spun! SK has spun because of it! Bowers up into P8, he's currently still the champion! Currently off tier 1. Right now he's the best of the best, ladies and gentlemen. And we've got Patrick Sagetch. His tyres are going to be absolutely warm. He's got that time penalty as well. Bowers, can he do it? Oh, I mean,
right, he's going to have Canton Dobra right on the back of him. Crooken's going to get involved as well.
Whoa, Canton Dobra, mate. He's looking for that outside lane, but there was no room. Mafio DNS, is that going to be another
safety car? There's been a collision nearly. That's Canton Dobra and Crooken. Please don't be a safety car. I just want to get this race over and done with here in America. It's been a very long evening.
If there was been a safety car, it would have been caused now. But Adam Hunlow, big mistake going into that left-hander. Looking for the move on Kevin Byron, but doesn't get it that time round. AlphaTauri taking that outside lane.
And Stefanko, I think, has got a puncher.
Has he?
No, sorry, no.
What? Yeah, 21 lap old tyres. It won't be very good for him, is he? But right now, still, if Bowers can just keep this gap, do you know what? I'm just going to put it on, let's be honest, tyres right now doesn't matter. It's all the penalties. 3 seconds. If Bowers does not lose 3 seconds over to Patrick Sagetch, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, he's champion. Here we go, though. Looks like Stefan's pitted. No, he spun! He spun! Stefan spun! Right now, Bowers is in P7! And now it's secured in terms of his position. His on-track position is P7. He's currently champion. Bowers, can he keep his cool? 5 laps. 5 nerve-wracking laps. But can he calm down? Those heartbeats pounding in his chest to the extreme. But can he keep his cool? Can he keep the distance to Patrick Sagetch? Can he not make a mistake? Maldi, 5 laps. Adam Hunlow, 3-second time penalty. And right now, see, Bowers is in P5 due to these time penalties. Do you think he can do it, Maldi?
I think he can, Pistol. I think he can, just needs to keep it clean on the track.
But here we go. Bowers now looking for that ERS. So going down to that left-hander. It's literally all eyes are on him. Can he clinch the title here at the end? Looks like Patrick Sagetch might be keeping a 1 second gap to him, actually. Maybe Adam Hunlow and Kevin Byron, if they go side by side, maybe a collision goes for them, and there's another position for Bowers. I mean, Bowers, it doesn't really matter if he gets up more position. Just right now, he's in P7. Whew. Oh my. That is definitely worth of a my moment. I mean, qualified P, 16? Something like that? P14 it was, actually. Had to get 7 positions to win the championship. Lost 2 positions off the start of the Grand Prix. It was an absolutely awful start for Bowers. By every shot. Oh! Another 3 seconds for Patrick Sagetch! That's massive! And, well, Bowers, he's 1 step closer from becoming a champion. Now, I'm going to ask you a question right now. Has Bowers ever won a championship before in STB?
No.
This would be his first ever championship, ladies and gentlemen. Can he do it in the wet pouring skies? Oh, please no. Oh, God, please no. Not a safety car now. Looks like he just tired, so it doesn't seem like it's anything bad. Ali Fry, 3-second time penalty. I'm not going to affect anything for Bowers. And 4 laps. 4 laps is all it is, Maldy. And if we get even one lap more, that means there's going to be no safety cars out on track, which would mean it's just pedal to the metal, right up until the very end. Can you keep your cool? Now it looks like Bowes is just doing
pistol.
that.
Twist has just bolted.
Oh my god,
now
he has.
is 6.8 seconds.
It's 7.3 for
to
me.
Ilton. That is crazy.
It's 7.3 for me. So I don't know where 6.8 is coming from, but you know, it is what it is. 6 people watching the stream, 6 people to witness history here as Seaburst will get his first ever championship if he can keep his nerve. Can he keep his cool? 2.1 seconds the gap to Adam Hunlaw, but that doesn't really matter, is it? It's just about trying to make sure Crooked doesn't get an overtake on you. Here we go. We'll shortly get on the 25th lap, and as soon as we hit that 25th lap mark, it's done and dusted in terms of safety cars. No more safety cars will be allowed on track until the end. So, unless someone spins literally right now and crashes out, it should go down right to the wire. And yes, it is officially lap 25 out of 28. 3 laps around the 24 turns. Ticks by for every lap. Chadron with the 5-second time penalty for corner cutting. He's just not been on it today, has he, Maldy? Maldy, anything to say about this Grand Prix so far?
It's just been absolute carnage. It's been absolutely crazy. It's been action everywhere on the circuit. It's been incredible pistol. I'm a little bit tired, if I'm honest. Do bear with me. But yes, great pace so far as well from Twist. He's now got the gap to 9 seconds.
Well, Bowers, can he just do it? I mean, it's so unlucky that Semike is on holiday and he can experience this race. I mean, if he did, granted, it wouldn't seem as such a small task for Bowers to complete. But when you take into the fact what he must be feeling right now, the nerves that he must be feeling, the heartbeats that he's going through right now, it's still a very tough challenge. Joey looking for the overtake here on Shadrin. Looks like Shadrin's ghosting. Not too sure what's going on there. At least that's what's happening on my screen. Going down into that left-hander now. Oh, that's a massive send from Joey to Canton Dobra. What's going on here then? He's just ghosting through everybody. Ali Ferrari back in Spa flashback. Who's to say? Well, Canton Dobra 3-second time penalty. This is a big moment in STB. Do you remember? Has a Williams driver actually ever won the championship up until this point, Mardy?
I think so.
Not only would Seaburst get his first ever championship, but it'll be his first ever for Williams as well. I mean, granted, the Constructors' Championship is a different story. Right now, Red Bull, with this victory of theirs, they'll gap, of course, a lot more to the Williams going into next week. But I think right now, what that matters for Bowers isn't really for Constructors. It's more just... Oh, Patrick Sagetti's got 9 seconds to his name now. And each penalty, each time Semike watches that penalty counter tick up by 3 seconds, the more and more he gets more nervous. And, well, tired with the overtake on Canton Dobra because he's just quicker. His AI quicker than Canton Dobra. Could you believe it? 26 out of 28. I mean, just look at that car. I mean, Mardy, there's not really much action on track. You got Canton Dobra here, but it's just with the AI, isn't it? So there's not really action there. I mean, unless Crookham just absolutely rear ends Bowers. I mean, that wouldn't be hard to do, with it. But nevertheless, 27th lap will come very shortly. But we haven't, considering the championship, we haven't really spoken enough about QRT Twist here. I mean, literally, he's into a wall! As soon as I speak a word of him, he makes a fatal mistake.
Is he going to lose division to Ilton?
Ilton, sorry. Is that gap by 3 seconds? I think it is. That's a massive mistake from Twist. And now Ilton is currently winning the Grand
And now
Prix.
his tyres going to be quite hot as well now, Pistol. He needs to try and gain that gap out.
We'll see if he can do just that.
I think he will, though. He's had incredible pace in this race. Like, mental
and
pace.
he's still gaining time on Ilton. Or expanding that gap, I should rather say. Here we go, folks. Of course, Melody, if you could let me just do the final lap, that'd be greatly appreciated as well, like I explained before the stream. But Twist it. Can he keep his cool? Can he take away a victory? I'm assuming this is his first race in STB, Melody?
Yeah, it's his first ever race in the league, yeah.
Here we go then, folks. Twist. Can he take his first ever victory? But you could just take a look here. Ilton just behind Twist. Could he get the victory, of course? So 25 points for the Haas racing team. They are currently actually second to last in the constructors. So this will be actually a great deal for the Haas racing team. But we flick on back to Bowers, though. I mean,
Twist went wide, by the way. Twist went wide at the hairpin. He's made a mistake there. Like
he's going much more. Yeah, he's struggling much more off that spin. But the thing is, on these wet tyres. Oh! Massive mistake again from Twist. Ilton's going to get a free overtake, potentially. He's going to be very close to him.
Oh my God.
The outside. Almost contact.
And Twist has picked up a penalty.
So, here we go.
This means that Kevin Byland could get P2 in this race.
But the main focus should be on that man. Right there, as I have panned the camera over to his glistening blue car at the moment. He crosses that line to tick us on into the 28th lap out of 28. And going into that qualifying session, what he had to experience on track, that's wet and insufferable, gloomy, bitter conditions. It was an unimaginable type of conditions to try and set lap times into. And whilst C. Bowers has reigned supreme in the championship for most of the season, that qualifying session was just a little bit of a smack in the head. A little bit of a reminder that whilst you have been good this season, you're not perfect. So going into the Grand Prix, qualified P14, dropped down to P16 off of that first lap. He had a mountain to climb. A pathway to success was overshadowed by its fog, and it covered the eyesights of C. Bowers. But the thing is about C. Bowers is he has the heart of a true champion. That golden mentality of just, if you fail, you keep trying once and once again, more and more and more. He never gives up. And whilst he had an absolutely colossal ask, he so far brewed up an answer. And as Ilton will cross the line taking a victory in this race, Bowers will majestically drift his car through this right-hander, turn it into that left-hander. The last few turns of a fantastic season for C. Bowers. He is going to come round the last turn, and C. Bowers is champion of the world. That is absolutely deserved for Bowers. And he not only wins the championship and gets himself his first ever world championship, he also brings home the first ever drivers' championship for Williams in STB's history. Wet race in Austin brews up history for Williams and for Bowers, as he is champion in STB. At the end of the race, here are your final standings. Elton finished P1 for the Haskar, and he also got the fastest lap time, so that's 26 points on the board for him. Ali Ferrari P2, Kevin Byron P3, Crook in P4, Bowers the champion. It's sealed in P5. Adam Hunlol in P6, Shatter in P7, Patrick Segech P8, Twist P9, Tybe at P10, Joey P11, Canton Dobra P12, Stefan P13, Mytho Speed P14, SK15, Mafio 16, Aaron Massio Postim. Who cares about those at the last? Let's be honest. Bowers is our superhero of tonight, and he will be invited over to the party if he wants to do an interview. I will message him as well. Interview. So, Manny, what do you think of all this?
If I'm honest, I'm just happy to have got the race out of the way because that was very, very long process, very long race. But yeah, Bowers is your season 22 champion. Crazy. That's all I'm gonna say. Mental race. Ilton on his return to the league wins the United States Grand Prix. Second is Ali Ferrari. Kevin Byron with his first podium as well in the league. I don't know what happened to Twist. I don't know if he crashed or had timing glitch, but he was all the way down at like the back end of the point, so I don't really know what's happened. But yes, Ali Ferrari will speak to you. Include your audio if possible. Yeah, it was a very long-winded race. Very long.
Yeah, there was a lot of safety cars.
Absolutely crazy. But yeah, take us through your Grand Prix and yeah, America's over and done with now. What are you happy with your P2? Do you think a win would have been possible, or yeah, just take us through your race?
Yeah, if I wasn't such an idiot with the track limits, I think I would have maybe had the chance, but like Elton's pace was clear. But my only chance of winning was if there was another safety car, of course. But yeah, the thing is, I had the pace, but within like every 2 laps, I have to like back off and just save my ERS and tires because I accidentally used the tire pressures that is supposed to be used for time trial, which is max, and in the race that overheats, and I had my rear overheating a lot. So if you were to go on board with me, I had tons of corrections through sector 3.
Well, he finished P2, of course, but Manny finished P1 in the standings was Seabowers at the end of tonight's Grand Prix. Do you have anything to say to Seabowers' victory in the championship?
Yes, sir. Congrats, Seabowers. Well done on your season, and I hope to see you soon next season, because I'll surely be bringing on the challenge.
Some a little bit of words from Ali Ferrari. You know, I'll be back next time and I'll do even better. But Maldi, have you got anything else to say to Ali Ferrari?
No, just well done. I don't think Bertie's joining. We haven't really got much time, so congratulations to Seabowers for his championship. Well done to Kevin Barland. He got a podium tonight. Well done to everyone that competed this evening. Yeah, just a pretty mad race tonight. Good to get out of the way. You can join us tomorrow for the Tier 2 United States Grand Prix, and you can join us on Wednesday, where the STB Racing League Season 22 Tier 3 Championship Leader and Combined Championship Leader.
Oh my god, please.
And Combined Championship Leader, myself, STB Maldi, will be going into the final 3 races. 32-point gap. So for the first time in STB's history, STB Maldi has got 1.5 hands on the trophy. So it's got to put another half on for Brazil, and then we're ready. But yeah, anyway, you can join us for that. And if not, you can join us next week where we go to the Autodromo Hermanos Rodriguez in Mexico City, Ciudad de Mexico, for the penultimate round of the season. The championship is done. The constructors is still up for grabs, but we'll see you next week in Mexico.
Thank you all for watching. I've been Silent Pistol. He's been Maldi. You will have a great night.
I am sorry about the qualifying.
No, mate, we haven't stopped the stream yet.